Marvel Studios might have allegedly won the war for Black Cat. And this war has been going on since, well, by reports, since Spider-Man Homecoming. And since Sony failed to get the character off the ground on her own film, now Marvel will use the character in Spider-Man 4. Sony has been trying to put Black Cat onto film since Spider-Man 3. There was early talks to put the character in Spider-Man 3, but those didn't get too far as Sam Raimi wasn't interested in that angle of the story, and they decided let's do it for the fourth film. The fourth film, the Black Cat would have been the Vultress and become Black Cat, and she would have been the daughter of Adrian Toomes by accounts of leaks and things that have been said. Either way, though, they then aimed to introduce her in the Amazing Spider-Man universe. We, of course, had Felicity Jones play the character. How that would have gone is completely wild. I'm going to have that as one of the recommended videos that pops up because I know a lot of things about the scrapped TASM universe. And the Black Cat idea was, well, it was stupid, all right. And they'll leave it to Sony. So, yeah, then they try to make her own film. And then her in Silver Sable and Silver and Black. That was canceled a couple weeks before shooting began. So Black Cat takes another back seat. Well, according to reports, Marvel Studios has once again been like, can we have Black Cat since you're not going to make it happen? And by all accounts, Sony has agreed. So scripts that are being written are reportedly allowed to include Black Cat. And if the pitch is good enough, they can then scale her up or down depending on what the final script will need. Now, I absolutely love Felicia Hardy as a character. I love Black Cat as a character. So I'm down for this. But again, it's got to be done right. And I can already tell you with 100% certainty, you are not getting this Black Cat. You are not getting a zipper that goes all the way down to right above her underwear line. You're not getting super skimpy. Everything is falling out, like her cleavage all over the place. I'm sorry to tell you, you're not getting that. Especially if some of the more recent Spider-Man cartoons have been any indication, you're probably going to get something like this. Something a lot more militarized, I would say. Something a lot more practical that makes sense. You know, suit that works for a burglar. Probably cleavage isn't going to be at all featured. It's going to be all covered up. Chances are, I would say like Insomniac's Black Hat direction is probably the closest you can get to a video game. And I'm fine with that. The character needs to work on a functional level. And to me personally, I never even understood why Black Cat in specific incarnations of the character even needed the cleavage and all that, because specific stories lend to it, because that's her character. Others don't, especially when it make her a lot more, or I should say a lot less flirtier than she has been in some of the things, and take away from the story that a lot of people call back to where it was about abuse and things like that. Well, you know, certain costumes need it, certain costumes don't. It depends on the story. My assumption is they'll tease it, but you're getting straight up like female Sam Fisher, which I'm all good for because that's kind of what she would need to be.